Adama, no?
All of them are done.
Yeah.
Dried vegetables. Dried.
And lots of vegetables.
Vegetables.
I've never seen this before, but
Yeah, I liked it. I put it for selection sheet.
very nice.
It was so much food. The thing that you can definitely identify is the green beans. I made a dumb on it. It's the green beans.
Yeah.
But on that one that's made from chickpeas, it doesn't see you. The only thing that shows chickpeas is the outside of the package.
It's all the green giant.
Yeah.
Your third generation. Your third generation. Get your third generation.
I've been thinking about Hilchos because we're not going to have tomorrow.
Nice.
Yeah. So we said we'll have a share a day early.
Baruch Hashem.
We are holding page Tzadik Ches. I think we're holding page Tzadik Ches.
I have here it says,
You finished till here, and now we're holding Tzadik Ches. One thing about tefillin, we don't wear tefillin tomorrow in the morning. We're learning Hilchos tefillin. Tuesday, I mean. Tuesday.
What is happening? Because we're in a.
It's called, tefillin is called a pe'er. The Eibishter tells the Navi, told Yirmiyahu, Navi, pe'ercha chabush alecha.
But the smart put on film.
In the morning, yeah?
You told me that you put film in the morning. We put in the morning, but according to the Benishai, in the evening. So I put in the morning and the evening.
Happens to be that the Chabad Rebbes themselves wore tefillin when they davened shachris, but they did not do it publicly. They would do it privately. So they would not, the Rebbe would not daven shachris with the olam, but he would come down as if he was. He didn't want to change the minhag, so he would come to shachris. The Rebbe would come down to shachris, and he would come there. He had already davened.
There's Krias Torah in the
Yes, I tell you by shachris. Mincha also, yeah. Same kriya.
Make a regular bracha, whatever you do every day. Just in the afternoon. Yeah.
So in the morning he would daven privately, and he would come down to shachs like regular, and he would flip pages and walk back 3 steps, but he wasn't. He already davened with tefillin.
He made believe that he's davening.
Yeah.
So
those that knew, they were able to pick it up. They knew that the Rebbe has the minhag he puts on film. He didn't want to change the minhag, so he did it privately, well, not publicly. Simin Lamed Aleph Din Tefillin b'Shabbosis v'Yamim Tovim. Aboy Sifim Shabbosis Yamim Tovim Einon Zman Tefillin. They are not the time of tefillin. Shenema v'Hoya L'Pal L'Ois v'Goymer Yatz Shabbos Yamim Tovim Shehein Atzmon Ois. They themselves are an Ois. Ben HaKadosh Baruch Hu Yisrael Shenemer Ki Ois Yi Yini B'Nechem. So last week we mentioned there's a machlokes whether Laila Zman Tefillin he is nighttime a time of tefillin, and we paskin that nighttime is a Zman of tefillin, meaning tefillin is not associated specifically with day over night. However, Chachamim were geyser that we should not wear tefillin by night because maybe we're going to sleep in them. L'maisa, other Rishonim held that no, min haTorah you're not allowed to wear tefillin at night, because the pasuk says, we read it in V'hoye K'diyacha, in when we say the every day in davening, and we Shemart is a chukah mi ada mi yamim yamima. So those Rishonim in the store Shalom Aleichem mi yamim yamima means day by day. Only by daytime you put on tefillin, and by night min haTorah you don't. However, other Rishonim in the store, it's based on the Gemara and Menachos and Akiva, explain that V'Shemart is a Pukazois, Me'ada, Miyamim Amima is referring to the carbon Pesach, not Mitzvah Tefillin. So therefore, really at night is a time of Tefillin. We don't put it on, it's that we might fall asleep.
So if you put it on during the day, and we kept it on,
Yes.
that's okay?
Yeah.
But you take it out at night.
However, we don't tell someone lechatchila to do that. Because maybe he'll lechatchila put it on at night. But if someone had it on and he wore it at night, it's okay. You shouldn't do it in public. We learned last week you should not do it in public, so people shouldn't learn from it. Privately, if you're sitting in tefillin and it comes shki, you don't need to take off your tefillin. However, that's only if it comes to nighttime. Now we hold that reading to man's tefillin. However, we're learning today on page Sadik Ches, comes to Shabbos and Yom Tov, everyone agrees Shabbos is not as man of tefillin. We're holding the third line. The Shem mitzvah over al bal toisin. If someone does put on tefillin on the Shabbos and Yom Tov, and he has in mind of doing it for a mitzvah, he's over on an aveda a bal toisif mean loisoisif. You're not allowed to add to the Torah. Begam as well. Mizalzel la'ois shel Shabbosim toim mesheniachol ben ois acher b'chayiv nisa. The Zoyar brings the Rashbi and the Zoyar. The Beis Yosef brings it over here. Says there's another issue. You're being mizalzel on Shabbos and Yom Tov, as if you need tefillin to remind you about the ois. But you and Hashem, you don't. You have Shabbos and Yom Tov. So it's a zilzul. And therefore you're chayiv misa. Chayiv misa doesn't mean literally, but chayiv misa means that this is so severe, we say that you're chayiv misa in Api Kabbalah.
Maybe be Deshama.
I will im enichel l'shem mitzvason. Elatzerich acher mutter. However, what happens if you're not putting on the tefillah for the mitzvah? Another reason.
What other reason?
Kegoyin, for example, good question. Amaytzi tefillin b'Shabbos. Menachem Asada, you found tefillin lying in the field on Shabbos. Mutter l'loif sham achnis l'ir derech malbush k'mishis baris Shabbos. You're allowed to put them on. You're not wearing them l'shem mitzvah. You put it on, and you can't carry it. It's from the field over there. There's no eruv. So you put it on. You wear it like as if you're wearing tefillin normally. It's like a malbush. On Shabbos, you're allowed to go out with a malbush. You wear it like you normally wear it, that's considered a malbush.
No, but people see him walking with tefillin. They cannot think, oh, he finally with
So Taket says, if I'm not mistaken, we read,
put his hand on
put your hands on it.
I think he's
hand over the
Take a
chin of the
sinah.
right. Yeah, and Dalit.
It's only an issue if you're doing a l'shem the mitzvah. If you're not doing l'shem the mitzvah, it's okay. Base. How about chol hamoyed? What is the din of chol hamoyed? Do we wear tefillin? Do we not wear tefillin?
No.
Siv base. Yesh oimim, some rishonim hold. Sha'oy shabbos is yom tov u'chiv hamitzvah tzluyis ben. What makes Shabbos and Yom Tov an ois between us and Hashem? It's the unique mitzvahs that Shabbos and Yom Tov bring with them. Therefore, Chol Hamoed is also not a time of because it also has unique mitzvahs. Sharei mitzvahs luis be Pesach, Miniyas, Achilas, and Chametz. In Allah, Chametz and Chol Hamoed. Ubechag and in Sukkot, there is a mitzvah of yeshiva b'sukkah. In Chazal, the word Chag refers to Sukkot, and more specifically, Sukkot. The word Chag, when we don't specify which Chag, we refer to Sukkot. And V'yeshem other Rishonim hold Sha'ois hu iser asiyas malacha b'vad. V'chol hamoed mutter shemutter malacha min ha'torah chayv b'tefillin. Other Rishonim say no. What makes the day a special day, that it's an ois between us and Hashem, is the fact that you're not allowed to do malacha that day. Chol hamoed min ha'torah, you could do malacha. So therefore, Chol Hamoed is not an ois. And therefore, you need to wear tefillin. And this is a machlokes, a very, very big machlokes Rishonim with lots of Rishonim this side and lots of Rishonim on this side. Right here, we're going to see it right here, that the Shulchan Aruch was written in Ashkenaz. V'chein noigin b'chol gelilas elu anichem emayed olavara kalei. The minig is in Ashkenaz, in Europe. The minig was to wear tefillin on Cholamoid and to make a bracha. Elosh in mevarachan le beis hakneset v'koram k'mei b'shar yemais hashana l'hoydish yesh ben ksas kedushas ha'ois. We don't make the bracha in shul. When you're in shul, you should not say the bracha out loud because we want to give recognition to Cholamoid has some sort of ois to itself. But furthermore, some say you should not make a bracha on tefillin cholamoid. Therefore, those that have a meaning that they do make a bracha on cholamoid, they do it quietly.
I was in Chicago Cholamoy.
They're wearing
In the
tefillin.
shul. Some wear tefillin, some not. You have 100 people, 40 not wearing, and 60 wearing.
I think they should separate and make separate minyanim. They could. They have 60 and 40.
About, I don't know exactly, but I just see next to me 2 people.
What does that Ben Razov do?
How's
That's
Chabad?
people were to go to the Bible shul?
Chabad wearing or not wearing?
Yeah. Avamisha menichan b'lei bracha yafehu oisa. Someone who wears tefillin
Without a bracha.
without a bracha, it's a good thing. Kisafek brachas lahakal, a brachas not. Because really, it's better not to say a bracha at all. The minig in Ashkenaz was to say a bracha, so they would say it b'chashoy. But someone who puts it on without a bracha, better that way. Because when you have a suffix, whether you should wear tefillin cholamayim, needs a suffix in the bracha, and brachas ain't ma'akbeis.
Rabbi, but the Zohar Kodesh says if whoever puts on tefillin on Chalamoid is chayav misa. That's the Zohar Kodesh says that anybody who wears Chalamoid tefillin is chayav misa.
Yeah, we're going to mention that soon. Very good point. Now, let's finish off the sif and the simin. Vein lachosh b'anachasim about toisif. Someone who wears tefillin and he doesn't say a bracha because he's concerned maybe he's not chayiv. But if you're not chayiv and you're putting it on, you're over on Baal Taisif. So wherever you go, you're going to get caught. If you don't wear it, there's a sheet that says you should be wearing it. If you wear it, according to the sheet that says you should not be wearing it, you're over on Baal Taisif. You're not supposed to be wearing Cholamayit tefillin. There's ein lachush b'anachasim Baal Taisif, af loy mish Cholamayit in his mind tefillin. Shenim b'chavim b'anachasim shemitzah vaday. L'safik haminichan. Because you're only doing it as a suffix, you're wearing tefillin. You're only over the Isser Baal Toisif if you do it that you are certain that this is the way the mitzvah should be done. And you're chayiv in the mitzvah. If you are not certain, it's a suffix by you, you're not chayiv for Baal Toisif. According to this, the Alter Rebbe explains that's also why you're allowed to keep second day Yom Tif. Over here, second day Yom Tif. Well, how could you keep a second day Yom? The Torah says only 7 days. How are you keeping an 8th day? How are you keeping an extra day? It's Baal Toisif. Because we're not doing it because we're saying that you're chayiv minat Torah to do it. Say no. All right, another shayla. The kolshkein shilach shitam zeh le'iser zilzol oisha cholamayisha iser zeh gam kin miskam shemitzah. The other issue over here is that your mezalz on the ois of cholamoid, according to the sheet of the cholamoid, has the kedusha in it. and you shouldn't put on tefillin, it's only when you have kavan to do mitzvah. L'maisa, we Svardim are not noyik to wear tefillin cholamoid. The Mechaber in Shulchan Aruch says, based on the Zohar, since the Zohar writes very sharp words against wearing tefillin cholamoid, you also have many Rishonim that held that way. So therefore, the Mechaber in Shulchan Aruch asking not to wear tefillin. The Ramah, the Minig Ashkenaz, like the Alter Rebbe in Shulchan Aruch, also followed the Minig Ashkenaz, says that the Minig is you do wear tefillin cholamoid. The Chassidim go like the Svardim, because they want to go like the Zohar. And as well, the Gra, the Vilna Gaon, also, he in Shulchan Aruch, over here, he brings down that he holds that the Ikers like to be Rishonim, the Rishonim that hold the ear, Potter from Tefillin, and Cholamoid, and not Chayiv, based on the Rayis that he brings to various Chazals, he held that was the Iker. So that's what you have in Klal Yisrael. We actually have a shayla and a mitzvah min HaTorah. You don't have it so often. You have various minhagim, different shittas and halacha. Over here, we have an example of something which we have a dispute about a mitzvah min HaTorah. And some in Klal Yisrael like this, and some in Klal Yisrael like that. And that's Baki Medinim of Leis is going to do, but it's not. I don't know how posh it is that everyone should just be davening together. Probably should be making separate minyanim, or someone who is doing different, maybe should be going to the Viber shul and davening, because it's mamash and achlekes and a mitzvah and a Torah, and it looks like two kehillas over here. Everyone is l'shem shamayim.
Yeah, but if you have like half of the schools wearing, half of them not wearing, don't.
Then I go in Chicago. Half of the shul is spinning.
Who's the rabbi there? Rabbi first?
No, I didn't go to the shul.
It's Ashkenaz shul.
Sometimes there's not enough schools when they have no choice. That's it.
Well,
The Bachram wear tefillin, and they stop when they get married.
there's a story about
They kept saying,
There's a story about that. There's 1 year degree high stuff about
"We're making what?"
the little thing. So they were playing around with it. Looked like we're the weekday. Man, the youngster, so it's they're gonna feel like a weekday, but
You put on tefillin.
well, fuck it, yeah. I think he married.
He held that to be noyig like the Zohar. Let's put in different words. He held that you to be noyig like the Zohar needs a certain level of Yerushalayim maturity. Not little bachrim should all say, "Oh, we go like the Zohar. We don't put on tefillin." He felt the minig Chassidim later on. It used to be also the Gabbai Rabbeinu Tam's tefillin. Wearing Rabbeinu Tam's tefillin still is by most Chassidim. They don't put it on until after they get married. Similar idea. Rabbeinu Tam, something which is much more apikabala. So
That's amazing.
in Lubavitch it was that they would wear it before they got married, but if it would be the Rebbe would it be around 18, and the Rebbe would have to give a shus. You can't just wear it. And they would ask the Rebbe, "Am I ready to wear it?" At 18 years old, you would ask the Rebbe, and he would tell you when you could wear it. No?
Then you answer must be it.
When did you start wearing it?
It was a Reagan where he said that time I had
77.
everybody should put it on, don't yes and what. I was
That was four
right. If you can start
How old were you when this sicha was said?
I was about 18.
19. That and you started then.
Yes, I went and I ordered in July.
No,
What did yourself prepare?
I went
All the Seifrim had a lot of business then.
none of the story is
so they
It's
No,
not,
the
it's not the
story-
same thing, because unlike what most people think, the issue of Rabbeinu Tam bill, it's not an issue of halakha, because going through the Zohar, both types are kosher, and the Rabbeinu Tam is on a higher madriga. So that's why it turned out that later generations, people came to think that only a Yerei Shemayim should do it, because he's only on a madriga to go that high. But in the early generations, even as a matter of fact, you notice from the archaeological findings that at the time of the Tanaim, most types of it were being used concurrently.
Right. I don't think they were necessarily wearing both, but they were.
Well, not people for the same.
There was no
Some people
clear
did this,
psak.
some people did that. Yeah.
Right.
Huh.
Yeah.
Today they started by mitzvah.
Yeah, after that, Sikha, the Rebbe said, changed it, and everyone started wearing bar mitzvah. But I don't think by anyone else they start bar mitzvah. I don't know about any other group.
My wife, he got his hair.
I think Tosh also puts it on by the bar mitzvah.
So he puts something seriously very close to the spear. And people think he's putting on with the thumbs.
He's not. He's putting on Beis of Ksav. Yeah. What? Yechon, what are you saying? Yeah.
In Tosh, the Tosh Chassidim also put it on after the bar mitzvah.
Who does?
The Tosh in
Tosh.
Canada, they wear it also for the bar mitzvah.
They Kamarna. Yoel is saying because they come from Kamarna.
What does that mean? That's what they.
Tosh Rebbes come from Kamarna. Kalev also.
I love Hungarian. Both the Hungarian?
Regarding the archaeological thing that they found on Mol Tefillin, so there's actually already in the Poskim bring that they found on top of the caver of Mordechai and Esther, came down a box. There was a box on top of the caver, like hanging over there. It came crashing down or something, and inside it, they found it was like a gniza. And they found tefillin there. I don't remember which way, old tefillin, ancient tefillin, that were one way or the other. The discussion was whether you could prove from that, because maybe that's why they were put into Geniza, because they were not. But the Rebbe has a different mahalich where he points out that it seems that before the halacha was nikva and shulchan aruch, they did it both ways. It was either way was acceptable api halacha. It was only once things were codified, the poskim codified things. Then it became a mahalich where we went one way.
In the Bar Yehuda, they found the Tefillin from the soldiers of Bar Kokhos. And some Rabbanim, they examined these Tefillin, and because they were trusted just from the exposure to the elements. But otherwise, they were completely kosher of the halakha. And they found they had both types, where they both types of being used currently. Not people, in the Zohar it says that they're both kosher. But it's hundreds at a higher madrega, but it's just about quoting verbatim. Mishum de lobukiin verazada, from the Garabat when the king should haste goat, be safek. They mistakenly think it's a safek, but it's really not.
You should be wearing both.
No, not
one or the other.
One or the other, yeah.
Maybe we could see this. Are these available in a museum somewhere? Are they?
I assume so. Yeah. I once wanted to go to the Hebrew University to the archaeological library, but it never worked out.
Maybe today they can be seen. Maybe they're visual online.
Yeah, but I've seen pictures of them.
So then it must be online. It must be.
There's a lot of things from, like even at the Tiba, the type of the top that was in front of the
Right.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then I learned a lot of things about it.
The Shakayach.
We want to push my husband to push on it. At the time, so 2 years to visit.
Simin Sadik Tes.
That's it.
Right. Daf Sadik Tes. Din Ksivas Tefillin Ubay Pei Sifin. I don't know if we're going to go. A lot of the Simin is again more for Seifrim. But we'll start it off and we'll see how far we're going to go.
If somebody wants to be sofa from these girls. In the shul, we want to be a sofa.
Mitzvahs Tefillin Sheyichtei Dala Parshia Shehuskru Behen Mitzvahs. You should write the 4 parshias that in those 4 parshas it mentions the mitzvah. Shein kadosh li kol b'choyer till the me'ada miyamim yamima. V'hoya kibiyacha ki b'choyzik yad yitzion Hashem mitzrayim. U'parsha shma v'sharecha. Parsha v'hoyim shemaya al ha'aretz. V'tzarech l'koisvan kiseder shein ksuvin b'toyra. Ksuvin b'toyra. They have to be written in the order that they're written in the Torah.
This is the reason we read Kadosh Li Kol Bechor after we put the Tefillin.
Yeah.
But we have it in the Tefillin. Why do we have to read it?
So I'm the Indian of reading what you have in the Tefillin. Lichtiv Tchila Parshas Kadesh V'achkach B'hoy Kibiyacha, which are both in Shmos. V'achkach Shma V'achkach B'hoyim Shemaya.
The other way when we read.
Well, the truth is, by the way, many say it. Chabad, we don't say it Torah Ben Tamsel, but in the Welt they say it by Karbonis before davening. They say Kaddish V'Hayikiviyam.
Before.
Yeah, they do it before Hoidu. Vimshina Sidran Sulam. If you're a Meshana the Seder, it's possible. What's possible? Hatfilin hanasim and parashil. Tefillin which are made from these parashas are possible to wear. About parashas atzman yesh lahen takana. The parash themselves, you can fix them. Shemokdamas b'toyre shekasa b'achreina. If you wrote the earlier parashas later, hariyachal lichta oid parashas and lucharis lo l'safin. You can write other parashas. The parashas are later after it and put it together. If you wrote the later parashas earlier, you could take another period of tefillin that was written earlier, and when the later parashas are no good, take the earlier parashas and connect them to later parashas together. If you have no way to combine them together, you have to put them in Geniza. So we're not discussing here where they are placed in the batin. There is a din in the ksiva of the tefillin. Tefillin have to be worn at page Sadik Test. The tefillin have to be worn written in the order they're written in the Torah. The Seder the ksiva.
How do you know how it's written? You buy a Tefillin, you don't know what it says, right? The sofer knows.
You don't know.
You
trust.
There's a lot of things when it comes to tefillin that you have to trust the Sefer. You don't know what he did.
It's written on one clock or 4 different clocks.
Sure. Depends. If it's a Shoresh, it's 1. I'm sorry, Shoresh, it's 4. And the Shoyad, it's 1.
So if it's 4, does it make it? You saying even if he wrote it not in order,
Yeah.
and then he puts it
One
in?
has to be written before the other.
The sofer doesn't know.
Oh, Mama's like that. It's wow.
No, the sofer is saying get rid of it.
There are a lot of areas in the Sefer where you don't know. When you look at it, it can look beautiful, but you don't know what's going on, how it was written. And there are certain ways that the Sefer wrote it that make it possible. And if he's not honest, he doesn't tell you. He doesn't tell you. So that's why it says it's very important that by a shoichet or by a Sefer, we don't really know what they're doing. So we don't know what went on of it. No one really knows how they shechted. We don't really know how they wrote. And so you have to rely that you have someone as Yir Shemayim. Son, his cousin's son.
Has a clock. So.
It's to be more else. It's someone is shocking something. But the that's still maybe so briefly. You know what? Let's get more by woman.
They recently found a story in Ukraine. There was someone who wasn't a Shemitah mitzvahs, and he was writing beautiful tefillin.
He wasn't a Shemitah?
No, he was writing beautiful tefillin. It seems like Amoli was.
Then I went to the
hotel, macht it.
guy who was playing, and I said, I'm so
You know, there's this course of block of the Richmond lunch he was selling the Belos into a phone.
What was he selling? The Belos and saying, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, with a good hechsher.
That's been done. That's also, once he's not showing the tournament, he knows not office. That's a person.
He's not trustworthy. We don't know what he did.
What if happens in writing?
I have to take a look. It's a good question.
You can't have a mashgiach in a restaurant that's not a firm
And Muncie was a problem.
Yeah, he personally doesn't keep Shabbos.
Yeah.
And he writes it correctly. So why do you crush your castle? If he doesn't do that,
Yeah, I understand.
Wayne thing.
Visual case might be fully.
V'yesh oimrim, towards the ending of Sif Aleph, yesh oimrim sharoi lahaktim gam kein parsha shel yad, l'sharoi pnei shemukdemes b'pasel. Some say that it's right that you should put parsha shel yad first, because the pasuk always says, "Shartim la'ois hayadecha and nachtav hayutavos." Achim loy hiktim loy pasel. If you weren't maktim the shel yad first, it's not pasel.
That's for the sofa, not for us.
No, right. V'yei shoymim, others say farkert. Tatchila roi lahaktim parsha shel tefillin, shel reish, shel yad, shekdusha shel reish, chamurim shel yad. V'chein nochein al pi Kabbalah. And that's what's noig al pi Kabbalah, that you should write first the shel reish. Siv beis al pi Kabbalah tzalif et al shel echa gedoyla, kol kach, kamoi arba dalsin ktanim. You have to make the dalit of echad larger. How large?
4 times.
Api Kabbalah, the shear is like 4 mini dalits together. So Gimel Tzarich Lechatchila to this daf Parsha Yad beklaf echad. The Shal Yad you should write it in one klaf. Shenemer v'hoyi l'chol ois mashma ois achas. Then it buys echad shu ois hanira b'machutz. Ukashem she ois achas b'machutz. Kach yesh liyis ois achas b'mifnim. Shetiana kol haparshis kegeres achas haklaf echad. One long igeres on one klaf. About tefillin sharei shish bebeis batim. So shetiana parshis tu b'dal klafim l'chatchila k'moish yizbar. Dal alochel l'moish yisine shein in tefillin nichtavim ela b'dyoy only with ink. V'yesh yishahoyde shein astam nichtavim ela b'dyoy sheyuchol yimachek meshakasav parshis soita v'kasav umacha Sav sheyuchol limches. By soita, the parsha soita, you have to write it with a ksav, which the kohen erases into the water with a soita to drink. Lamedim gzeida shava ksiva mi parsha soita. The stam that we learn now the halachas of parsha stam, parsha soita to parsha stam. Shesifrei Torah tefillin mezuzos. The firei matilim kan kantoim. The Torah chadyoid the shumei nikir ma'oid. The Ein Nimcha does not erase totally. This is the opinion of the Rambam. The Toiv Lachosh L'Dvarav L'Chatchila. Chatchila, we should be choishish for his words. Las Adyoy Me'oshan Eitzim Oishmanim Shruyim Emei Afatzim V'chayetzim Shimtechena Inimchek Chol Hashanim Yafam Adyoy V'Shashem Zayis Menamufkar. The smoke that comes from Shemen Zayis is the best. Because of stam and mei afotzim, we can count him she'oim and nimfik shedim. She'ikir is not like the Rambam. She'ein lamedim ksiva parsha soita. V'chein noigin achshav afilu chatchila. They're noig this way. They do not. They write even with a ksav which is not nimchak. In kimam miyat halacha shenem aloysh nisina sheyukoysim medyoy. What did the Torah mean by telling us you should write ink? What was it trying to teach us? Lamai shar mitzvah. You cannot use other colors. Kein ha'odem, ha'yarek, red ink, green ink. Shem kasav estam afilu ois achas b'shar mitzvahim oy bezav, or with gold lettering. And the elu psulim mitzvim gniza. Al kol aksav tzarach shiyah shacher. Should all be black. Then Zarek Afri Zabala Isis. What happens after you wrote it? You threw on the ink gold dust. You want to have gold tefillin. Very mahudr. Take off the gold from the top. Vishar haksav atachtin kosher. If the remaining tzab remains on the bottom, it's kosher. If you sprinkled gold dust on your haskara, the Shem Hashem, you have a problem here. It became part of the Shem Hashem. Interestingly, even though the ois is already written before, but now it became part of the Shem Hashem. If I'm taking the gold off, I'm erasing a chelik of the Shem Hashem. Might have.
You have a siyum.
Siyum, yeah. Rabbi says siyum. Which Masechta? Siyum. Wow, nice noshim. Can't say the noshim.
Come here, come here.
Every night you have a fear.
Yes, I need to go.
8:30 to